Hi, Susie. I'm 51 and single. I'm also an avid skier, cyclist, and compete nationally with a crew team. I worry that when I retire, I won't have enough money to do all of my favorite activities and live the lifestyle I want. My goal is to be part-time at 60, then fully retire at 65 so I can ski and row to my heart's content. Will I sink or swim? Susie, how am I doing?
Lorraine! Wow! You're something else. Skiing, swimming, that's something, isn't it?
I wish I had more time to do more. I couldn't tell you.
Well, we're going to see if we can make sure that you get that time for you to do everything that you want to do. You know, before we look at your numbers, if you were going to give yourself a grade as to how you think you're doing, Lorraine, will you really be able to retire in 9 or 10 years part-time, and then in 5 years after that, really be able to retire given everything that you've got going? What do you think?
Well, I would give myself a B. I think going to half-time is a bit optimistic.
Yes.
But I'm still hopeful about the 65.
Girlfriend, let's take a look at what you have. Everybody, you heard Lorraine. She's currently 51 and single, but totally active. She has $342,000 approximately in retirement. She has $45,000 in an emergency fund. She has nothing in investments, but $215,000 is her current home value. But she does owe $130,458 on that home. She still has student loans of $12,675. But when we put it all together, Lorraine, you have total assets of $602,580. Your debt, however, is $143,133 for a total net worth of about $460,000. Monthly take-home is $4,225. Monthly expenses are $3,352. Monthly savings, $700. $500 of that is going into a Roth. $200 goes into the emergency fund, leaves you in excess of $173 per month. So if I were going to give you a grade, are you ready for this one? I would give you a B-, and let me tell you why. If you keep doing things the way that you are currently doing them, you're not going to own your house outright until you are about 75 years of age. And that's really the biggest monthly expense that you have. While you may have a will, you do not have a living revocable trust. And that is what you need, especially as a single woman. So here is your way to an A. Get out pencil and paper, because this is a fabulous plan that I've put together for you. First, you are going to get yourself a living revocable trust. Next, you are going to take advantage of the great FICO scores that you have and your current income, and you are going to refinance your house to a 15-year fixed-rate mortgage. Now, the goal is going to be that you have it paid off in 14 years. So that's going to cost you about $250 more per month than you are currently paying on your mortgage. Where are you going to get that $250 from? Simple. We had $100-some-odd of excess for you. So if you take that and cut down on the amount of money that you're putting in your emergency fund, because you don't need any more money in your emergency fund, you're fine there. That will give you the extra $250 per month easily, without changing a thing, truthfully, to pay off your house by the time you're 65 versus 75. Next, the good news is your student loan will be paid off in 10 years. So that will free up another $100-some-odd per month when that happens. Now, at the age of about 59, 58, I want you to look into getting long-term care insurance. How are you going to pay for that? Because you need that as you get older. You're going to pay from that by not contributing at that time, if you don't have extra money, to your Roth IRA, and that's about what it will cost you per year. So you'll take that money to fund a long-term care insurance policy for yourself. Now, If you continue to contribute to your 403B the way that you're doing it now, you will have, at the time that you are 60 to 61, you're going to have about $780,000 in your 403B. You're going to have about $117,000 in your Roth. The income from that, along with working part-time, you're going to be able to make it, girlfriend, at 61. At 65, when your home is paid off, now what you have is that you're now going to have not only your pension, but the income from the IRA, from the Roth IRA and everything. You're going to have about $7,000 a month of after-tax income. Got that?
I'll be better off retired than I am now.
That is correct. And if you wait till you are 70 to collect Social Security, that's going to add another $2,900 a month to you before tax. You are doing great. Happy skiing, my friend.